For today's vocabulary, this is about the method actors. It's a video from Vox. Vox is a really good channel to follow for a lot of kind of trendy, up-to-date things. And they have a really good analysis on a lot of stuff. Their Facebook page is also really fun to follow as well. This video is about the method actors that get the Oscars. So let's go to page 2, number 1, ill-advisedly. Now, when you do something that's ill-advised, or if you ill-advisedly do something, that means you did something kind of quickly without thinking very deeply or very well about it. And it's probably something that was regrettable. Usually, so let's think of the opposite of ill-advised, which would be to have some good advice about something. If you had some good advice about something, then that means you had some feedback from somebody, or you had thought about something deeply enough to make the right decision. So if you did something ill-advisedly, that means you just did something without thinking about it, without consulting with anybody, and it was probably a bad idea. Let's say that there's two people on a blind date, and the guy is trying so hard to impress the girl, and he ill-advisedly starts bragging about himself. Oh, I can do this and this and this and this, and I know about this. When he does that, maybe it makes him look worse. So it's ill-advised. Number 2, maul. So the spelling is M-A-U-L, which looks like maul, I guess, but it's pronounced maul. And to be mauled by something is to be hurt or attacked by a large animal with teeth and claws. So it has to be something with big sharp teeth and big claws. A lion, tiger, bear, oh my, a dog, or any kind of large animal like that can maul somebody. You can't be mauled by a turtle. If a turtle bites you, it just bites you. It can't maul you. If you are, if you were stung by a bee, you can't be mauled by a bee. You can't be mauled by a fish. Those are things that they don't really have big sharp teeth or claws. Usually this is used for like if somebody was attacked by a bear or a wolf or a lion or a tiger, something like that. So the example is from the movie The Revenant, when Leonardo DiCaprio was mauled by a bear. Number 3, method acting. So this is a style of acting where the actor or actress, they try to become who they are trying to portray in the movie or the TV show or play. And what they do is they try to change their personality or their mindset, and they try to think and act like this person theoretically. A lot of times when people do this, they will do some research or try to live like a certain way or a certain style, or only maybe even between scenes in a movie, they might still be in character because it helps them. So some actors, whenever they do the scenes for a movie, and then they're doing, if they go to have lunch or dinner with everybody, they might still try to be that character while they're having lunch and dinner with everybody, so that they can continue being in that mindset, and that's still a part of their method acting. The reason why they do it, by the way, is because if you think of a famous face that you see in movies, Tom Cruise, for example, every movie that you see with Tom Cruise, it's Tom Cruise in a Tom Cruise movie. You don't see him as a character. So that's why they do it, because they don't want you to see them as Leonardo DiCaprio from Titanic in every movie that he's done after. They want you to see a different person for that movie, so that you can get into the movie. Number 4, to draw on something, is basically if there is something that has information or a resource that you need, then you take it and use it. So you're drawing on that. This is mostly used for performances, especially with actors, and they're trying to portray something by maybe they did some research, or they watched some videos, or they talked to some experts about this situation, and they drew from that. Like they were drawing from that to portray their character. Number 5, persona. It's a type of character or person that you show to other people. So now an actor has a persona that they show for each role that they play, but even for ourselves, we have a different persona for work, we have a different persona for our friends, even for class maybe you might have a different persona. So the way I'm talking to you now might be completely different than my persona with my friends where I'm like, hey, yeah, and just drinking a lot, you know. So it's completely different. We all have a different persona that we show. Number 6, cynical. To be cynical is basically you don't trust that anyone has any kind of intention to help anyone else but themselves. You might feel that everybody is greedy, or you might doubt everybody. You don't trust anybody. You feel like only negative things will happen. And so when you're cynical, it tends to be that it's a kind of it's a type of thinking that assumes the worst about other people. You know, rich people don't care about society, or this person only cares about their work. They don't care about me, and really, you don't know that. Completely, you don't know that. So it's just basically it's cynical thinking. And then last, number 7, consummate. So this is pronounced consummate, but there's also the word consummate, so I need to explain that for you. This is basically when you're trying to create like the perfect thing. Okay. Now, you should be careful about using this word, because when people get married, often the person that is like the preacher who conducts the wedding will say, now go and consummate, meaning go and have your honeymoon and have kids. So if you use this word, people might misunderstand it to think that you want them to get married and have kids. So just be careful about that. It might be misunderstood. Usually we don't really use it too often, to be honest. So, and it sounds very similar to the word consummate, which is basically the same thing as just trying to have kids. So that is our vocabulary for today.